Hi, I'm Kristen, and today I'll be talking to you about one of my favorite things, coffee, and how, with a few changes, we can help save water through our coffee farming. First, we have to understand the bigger issue, water scarcity. One third of our biggest groundwater systems are already in distress, and 4 billion people are already experiencing severe water scarcity at least 1 month a year. The agricultural sector is responsible for 70% of the withdrawals of water on the planet, and coffee is one of the most water-intensive crops. It takes 37 gallons of water to produce just 1 cup of coffee, and we drink over 2 billion cups of it a day. Water is needed in every phase of coffee production, and each phase presents major challenges. I'll focus here only on over-irrigation of water in the farming phase. In many countries, coffee farmers use double the amount of water they actually need. There are many reasons for this: a lack of education, a lack of good means of measuring the groundwater, and a fear that the dry season will last too long. This is a direct result of climate change, which has shifted weather patterns, leaving farmers uncertain about the actual amount of rainfall that will come or how long the dry season will actually last. With coffee farming, climate change has forced farmers to adjust, but within that adjustment, they're often contributing even more to the issue through over-irrigating. There are many negative impacts of this directly linked to coffee farming. We're seeing a decline in our natural water sources, and we're finding that communities, both nearby communities and downstream communities, are often left with little to no water access to their normal everyday freshwater sources due to over-irrigation. Changing the over-irrigation in coffee farming really needs the support of the government. One way is through public-private partnerships. One example of this is Nestle working with the Vietnamese government. Nestle trained coffee farmers how to use a plastic bottle upside down to measure the groundwater. And in the end, it saved the farmers 70% of their water usage, with the same yields also. Also, governments can support development agencies and research agencies for improvements. Again, in Vietnam, because they're one of the largest coffee producers, a partnership with research showed that simply by changing to a drip irrigation method, farmers in the country could save around 84 billion gallons of water a year, which is equivalent to almost 600 million USD. But what can we do? Well, first, we should talk about this issue more often to raise awareness. And secondly, no matter where we are or where we end up, we should be the people who create change by creating these much needed partnerships.